Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of a video about changing your life, changing my life. And I'm going to go through the 7 pillars of Anti-Fragile today in a little more detail. I'm going to put chapters on these, so if you want to skip around and see what's ahead and listen to what's most important to you, feel free. All I ask is that if you find something you like in this video, please like the video, please subscribe. There's going to be a lot more content coming. I would appreciate that so I can help grow this channel. Okay, just to quickly review again, the 7 pillars of Anti-Fragile are physical health, mental health, wealth, career, social and people, spirituality, and play. Now, it might seem like some of these overlap, and they do, but I think each of these is important enough to have their own category. They're fundamental enough to be separate from the others. When I used to think about this, and I've been thinking about this concept for a long time, many years, and I used to think of it as more of a pyramid, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, with like physical health and mental health on the bottom, right? Like you need to have nutrition, shelter, food, and things like that. And that the others, like spirituality, play, socialization, would be on the top, and you'd have to have the fundamentals before you could get into some higher levels. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that, the more experienced life, these things interact with each other, and an effect here can affect others there. An effect, a middle one can affect the top one, and an effect in the top one can affect a bottom one, and vice versa. So I stopped thinking about tops and bottoms and pyramids, and thought about them more as pillars, supporting you and your anti-fragile life on the top. So meaning, if one pillar is weak in a building, the others have to hold it up more, right? It affects the others. And so these pillars, these anti-fragile pillars can affect each other and do affect each other. Subsequently, if all of them are strong, they lighten the load for you on top, right? If all of them are supporting equal weight, you're much more stable. It's a much healthier building, a much healthier you. A couple quick examples. For example, if your social life is not good, you have no friends, you're having problems with your significant other, that can obviously that affects your mental health, that can affect your physical health as well. Spirituality can affect that, but also vice versa. You have to, obviously, if your physical health and mental health aren't good, they're going to affect your career, they're going to affect your wealth building, they're going to affect your relationships. They're going to affect your play, because you're not going to feel like doing anything. You're going to feel like nothing matters anymore. You're going to get depressed and feel like nothing excites me anymore. So all of these things interact, all of these support each other. All right, let's run through these in a little more detail. Start with number 1, physical health. Pretty obvious what this means. It means eating healthy and being fit, right? So getting exercise, cardio, strength, yoga, stretching. On the food side, eating healthy, whether that means for weight loss, for your hormones, for disease. We all know what eating healthy means. So you have to be eating healthy, you have to be exercising your body to be in peak physical health. For me and my changes with this one, I've, like many people, I've tried every diet out there. You might look at me and think I'm normal weight, but I'm still not happy with where I'm at. I'd like to be better. I'd like to be more fit, especially as I'm getting older. I notice it more. So for me, it's no more diets. Like I said, I'm trying to do the opposite. I said this in the previous video. Some of these pillars, I'm going to try to do the opposite of what I've been doing for the last 30 plus years, which isn't working all that well. So no more diets. I'm not counting calories, no keto, no intermittent fasting, no gimmicks. You know what eating healthy and exercise looks like, feels like. I can often, when I get up in the morning, I can tell if I'm feeling lighter or if I'm feeling heavier. You just know it throughout the day if you're eating too much or not. You should know. It's just put good foods into your body, get movement, get exercise, do strength training, walking, running, stairs, whatever it is for you. I'm just going to try to, I just have to do it. I know what it looks like, I know what it feels like, so I'm just going to try to be happier. Again, with the other pillars are going to affect this. So if I make changes in other places, I'm going to be feel more motivated to work on my physical health. All right, number 2, mental health. Just as important as physical health. In short, mental health means engaging with life, processing emotions in a healthy way, and engaging with life. It means pursuing happiness, but it doesn't mean having no negative emotions. It means It means that you're human and everyone has things happen to them and has negative emotions, but are you processing them in a healthy way? This could involve many things. Could be journaling, could be going to therapy, could be visualizing, could be just being centered and accepting reality, could be speaking your truth and having fearless conversations, connecting with people more, connecting with friends, connecting with colleagues at work, using visualization and meditation to get centered or visualize your ideal life. For me, I think 3 things that are going to help me are getting organized, not procrastinating, and having better communication skills. So that's fearless communications with everyone in my, could be family, friends, spouse, whatever. Being organized, not letting things, not losing track of things, and procrastination is a big one for me. So I got to hit things head on and deal with things I don't like to deal with, and see how that helps me. So far, I've been doing this for a couple of weeks, really trying to address my procrastination, and it's helping a lot. Third pillar is wealth building. So obviously this would mean no debt, having an emergency fund, a really solid emergency fund, a big emergency fund, big cash, saving for retirement, 401k, IRA, things like that. Not overspending. If you're in retirement, for sure not overspending. Having proper insurance, and then just building up cash, building up your net worth. For me, in my journey, I'm out of debt. I've gotten past the $100,000 net worth mark. So now for me, it's building to that $500,000, $1 million mark if I can. And that takes not overspending. It takes discipline. It also takes extra income, especially for me. I mean, if I was 25, I'd have 30, 40 years to build that couple $1 million, but I'm not there. And I've got kids that are going to be going to college. I've got a lot of expenses, so I've got a lifestyle. I mean, I need to have an extra source of income, because I'll probably need to have an extra source of income, because my one job probably is not going to get me there fast enough, at least for what I want. So that leads me to number 4, which is career. And number 1 thing for career, letter A for career, I think, is having a plan B job. What's your plan B? You need to think about that first. We all have our job. We get so focused in on having our one job, and we get so fragile, so worried about losing that job. And so I like to think about starting with a plan B. What is your alternate career? What is your alternate job? It doesn't have to be an alternate career, but what is your alternate company? What's your alternate position within your company? What is your plan B? You have to have a plan B. If you have a plan B, you have options. If you have options, you're anti-fragile. Second point then under career, so letter B is the plan A job. So do great work at your plan A job. Even though you have a plan B, you have to do great work at your plan A job, at your primary job. So don't sulk, no quiet quitting. Seize opportunities when they come, and do go all out at your plan A job. If you have a plan C and D jobs or side hustles, that's great too. The more options, the better. If you're already retired, you can sort of check this one off your career, but I would still encourage you to think of, what is my purpose in life? What am I doing? Am I volunteering? Am I giving back? Am I spending time with my grandkids? Am I building, am I landscaping, working on my house? Like, what is your activity? What's your primary activity in life besides just playing all the time? We can't play all the time. So what are you doing on a daily basis? That could be your career. Number 5 is social/people. So obviously you can start with your spouse or significant other if you have one. It's always great to improve that relationship. Obviously, if you don't have a significant other, you'd be working on getting a significant other. Maybe that's a goal, and you can define significant other however you want to. Do you have kids? You want to work on your relationship with your kids. What about your parents? What about your extended family, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers and sisters? What about your friends, your friend network, your friends at work, your colleagues at work, your high school friends, college friends, current friends? Do you need more friends in your life? Do you need to go out more and engage with friends, or do you need to remove toxic people from your friend group? Either one works for me. Either one is healthy. It's about improving that friend relationship, the social relationship, your significant relationship. That's social and people. We have to work on that. Number 7 is spirituality. And so I like this definition of spirituality, which is quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. So this could be going to church, but not necessarily going to church, right? You can achieve this lots of ways: meditation, visualization, being in touch with nature, being in touch with trees, animals, your pets, or just reflecting, having a cup of coffee in the morning, each morning, and reflecting on your journey, on your past life, on your purpose in life. Why are you here? Why are you here? How are you going to leave the world a better place? What would make your life fun, exciting, satisfying? And the last pillar of Antifragile, the seventh pillar of Antifragile, is play. If we don't have play, what is life worth? What is life worth, really? We need to be having fun. I mean, so many of us walk around like this world is a disaster area, and we're just spend our time worried about this or that, the bills, the people, and we 20 years, 30 years goes by, and we've just spent 90% of our time worrying. We're here. We don't know why we're here, but we might as well have fun while we're here, right? We need to make things, we need to craft our life in an exciting and fun way as much as possible. So if I need to remind you, what is play? Is doing things you enjoy. Here are some ideas: travel, hobbies, crafts, playing sports, watching sports, painting, drawing, making films, watching films and going to the movies, listening to music, creating music, dancing to music, playing video games, designing video games, making or building furniture, playing with Legos, playing with your dogs and cats, landscaping, working on cars, antiquing, hiking, playing with your kids or grandkids, and of course, making YouTube videos like I like doing in my spare time. I think you get the idea. What is fun for you? It's only for you to decide, but we need to have fun, and having fun affects everything else. Everything else affects fun. So we need to work on all 7 pillars. All right, like I said, I'm gonna be reviewing these myself. I don't know if it's weekly, monthly, but I think it's good to write down where you are with each one of these right now. What are you gonna be doing in the coming weeks and months? I'll be making videos on these and referencing the pillars. So again, hope you join me on this. Reflect on your own life. Where do you want to make improvements? If you would, please share those in the comments. What part of life you want to make changes with. I think others would love to hear about that and would benefit from that. It would certainly help me grow my channel, and I love getting the feedback. So please drop me a comment if this is helpful, and I'll be seeing you in the next videos. Thank you for watching.